If you have the table that I have provided in the previous video, please keep that by your side. It will be useful here. So let's do the first question. The transmission parameter of a two-port network is ABCD is given here. If 1 ohm resistor is connected in series with one of the input leads, then the transmission parameters of the overall two-port network will be. So we'll write down what is given first. ABCD, it is given in the question that it is 2 1 1 2, and we know that ABCD parameters V1 I1 equal to ABCD into V2 minus I2, right? That is V1 equal to A V2 minus B I2, as well as I1 equal to C V2 minus D I2. You can put this over here, and it is said in the question that a 1 ohm resistor is connected in series. So current will be I1. This will be our new potential V1 dash. This is V1, this is V2 and I2. There is no change in V1, sorry, V2 and I2. Okay, there is a change in the first port only. Right, in the mesh equation over here, we will get V1 dash minus I1 into 1 ohm. It is 1 ohm, so it will be I1 itself minus V1 equal to 0. So V1 dash is equal to V1 plus I1. But we have to convert V1 into this kind of an equation, that is in terms of V2 and I2, right? So here V1 equal to, what is A? 2V2 minus I2, and I1 equal to V2 minus 2I2. So instead of a V1, I am going to write 2V2 minus I2, and instead of I1, I am going to write V2 minus 2I2. What will we get now? V1 dash is equal to 3V2 minus 3I2, right? That means our new A is 3 and new B is 3 as well. The other two parameters are not going to be changed because there is no change in I1. There is no change in I1 because there is no change in V2 and I2, right? I1 will only change if V2 and I2 is going to be changed. Since there is no change in the port 2, there will be no change in the quantities over there too. So the new transmission parameters will be 3, 3, and previously what was C? 1 and 2. Okay. So this is the answer. Option number B. Now let's move on to the next question. Consider the two-port network shown in the figure. The Y parameters of the network are. We have to find out the Y parameters of the network. So for that, I am just going to write the equation for the Y parameters first. That is I1 equal to Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2, and I2 equal to Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. We all know these equations, right? And now let me draw the circuit over here again. This is I2, this is 2 ohm, okay. And now I am going to write the mesh equation over the first loop. It is V1 minus I2 minus I1 minus I2, because I1 is coming here, I2 is coming here, total current is I1 plus I2, right? So it will be minus I1 minus I2, which is equal to 0. From here we get V1 equal to I1 plus 2 I2. Let it be equation number 1. And coming to the second loop, we will get V2 minus 2I2 minus of I1 minus I2 equal to 0. From here, we get V2 equal to I1 plus 3I2. What does this resemble? We are taking the V1 and V2 as the independent variable over here. When V1 and V2 are the independent variables, it means that we are talking about the Z parameters. That means V1 equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, and V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2, right? So from this equation we will get the Z parameters, and then we can convert it into Y parameters. Okay, so parameters Z matrix over here. Instead of Z11, what is here? 1, and Z12 it is 2, and Z21 it is 1, and Z22 it is 3. So this is the Z parameter. If you look at the table, in order to convert Z parameter into Y parameter, it is, we know that Y is inverse of Z, right? To find out the inverse of our matrix, we have to first find out adjoint of the matrix Z divided by its own determinant. So what is a determinant? Determinant is equal to 3 minus 2, which is 1, and now we have to find out the adjoint of the matrix. Adjoint of the matrix, we will get 3 minus 2 minus 1 and 1. So this is the Y parameter matrix. Okay, so in order to convert Y parameter matrix to Z parameter, only take the inverse. Okay, that is always going to be satisfied. Y matrix is the inverse of Z matrix and vice versa. Okay, in that question we are asked to find out the ABCD parameters also of this network. Okay, so it is the transmission parameters. So look at the table, we will get that the transmission parameter in terms of Z parameter is Z11 divided by Z21, delta Z divided by Z21, and 1 by Z21, again Z22 divided by Z21. Okay, so what was Z11? It was 1, right? 1 divided by 1. So the first one is 1, delta Z is 1, and again 1, and again 3. So this is the transmission parameter of the given network. It is not asked in this question, but in the next question the same circuit is asked to find out the transmission parameter. That's why I have not given the figure over here. Now let's move on to the next question. In the next question, here the network is shown in the figure. The transmission parameters of the two networks are, we have to find out, transmission parameters are given, we have to find out the impedance parameters of the overall two-port network. So this is the network. Okay, transmission parameter of our network A is 2, 3, 1, 2, and the network B is 2, 3, 1, 2 as well. Okay, and now we are just going to convert this into Z parameters. So in order to convert T parameters, that is transmission parameter, to Z parameter, there is also a formula that is given in the table. So it will be ZA equal to, I will write the formula over here, T11 divided by T21, delta T divided by T21, 1 divided by T21, and T22 divided by T21. Okay, so it will be 2, and and the next one delta T divided by T21. Delta T is 4 minus 3, that is 1 itself, that is 1. Again ZB is, sorry, the other one is 1 by T21, that is 1 itself, and T22 divided by T21, 2. Right, that is ZA, and ZB will be the same because both the transmission parameters are the same. So it will be, and we know that these two networks are, so the overall impedance is ZA plus ZB. We will get 4, 2, 2 and 4. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Consider the circuit shown in the figure. Assume that Z parameters of the network is 1, 1, 1, 2. The overall transmission parameters are, we have to find out the overall transmission parameter. The Z parameter of this particular network is given with, this is not included, okay. 1, 1, 1, 2, right. 1, 1, 1, 2. And now we have to find out the overall transmission parameters of the network. So firstly we will find out the Z parameter, then we will convert it into transmission parameter, okay. So for that I am just, so will be, okay, this is V1 and this is 1 ohm, this is I2 and this is V2. We know that V1 equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. Again V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. So this is a general equation for this network. And now what happens to V1 and V2? There will be no change in V2 because there is no change in I1 and I2, right. I1 is just the same because it is a series connected. So V1 dash, the change is in voltage at the first port. So V1 dash is equal to V1 dash minus I1 into 1 minus V1 equal to 0. From here we will get V1 dash is equal to I1 plus V1, right. So V1 dash is equal to I1 plus, instead of a V1 we will write Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. So V1 dash is equal to I1 plus Z11 I1. Okay, instead of Z11 we can write what is given here. Z11 is actually right. So V1 dash is equal to, Z11 is actually, it's already given in the question, Z11 is 1. This is a parameter of the network. So Z11 is 1. So it will be 2 I1 plus I2. Again V2, there will be no change in V2. It will be I1 plus 2 I2. So the new Z parameter is 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay. And now we have got the Z parameters. We have now to convert it into transmission parameter. So to convert it into transmission parameter, what is the formula to convert it into transmission parameter? It is Z11 divided by Z21. Z11 divided by Z21, delta Z divided by Z21, again 1 by Z21 and Z22 divided by Z21, right. So it will be delta Z is 3. So it will be 1, 2 and then it is delta Z divided by Z21 and again 1, again 2. So this is the overall transmission parameter. Consider the following circuit and we have to find out the Y parameters of the network. Okay. So we will just inspect it. I1 is coming over here and within this node it is being divided between 2 ohm and 1 ohm. The voltage drop across 2 ohm is V1 itself. So the current through it is V1 divided by 2, right. And the remaining current is I1 minus V1 divided by 2 is going to flow through our 1 ohm. And writing the mesh equation over here. No, let us do the analysis over the second port too. Here also I2 current is coming and is being divided between 1.5 ohm and the other branch. The voltage across 1.5 ohm is V2 itself, and the current through it will be V2 divided by 1.5, and the rest will be coming over here, that is I2 minus 2 by 3 V2, right. And now let us write the mesh equation. Right, in the mesh equation we will get V1 minus I1 minus of I1 plus, sorry, minus of I1 minus V1 divided by 2 minus 3 V1 minus V2 equal to 0. From here I will get I1 equal to minus 3 by 2 V1 minus V2. Again, write in the mesh equation, traveling from here we will get V2 plus 3 V1 minus of, actually it is coming in the opposite direction, right, so it will become plus. No, we can take the current as I2 minus 2 by 3 V2, okay, then it will be okay. So it will be I2 minus 2 by 3 V2 minus V1 equal to 0. This P1 equation, and the other equation is, we will get, simplifying we will get I2 equal to 2 V1 plus 5 by 3 V2. So we know that in a Y parameter network, I1 is equal to Y11 I1, so Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2, and I2 is equal to Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. Again, comparing this with this equation, we will get Y11 is equal to 3 by minus 3 by 2, Y212 is equal to minus 1, and the Y21 equal to 2, and the Y22 is equal to 5 by 3. That is, this is the correct answer. Now let us move on to the next question. In the next question it is asked, in the circuit shown in the figure, the G parameters are. So we have to find out the G parameters. First of all, let me write the equation for G parameters, that is I1 equal to G11 V1 plus G12 I2, and again V2 equal to G21 V1 plus G22 I2. So in a transformer it is given that the turns ratio is 2:1, that is V1 divided by V2 is equal to 2 by 1, and that is comparing this with V2, we have to find out what is V2 in terms of V1 and I2, right. So it will be half V1 plus 0 I2, that means G22 is 0. So we got the G11, sorry G11, not it is G11, right, it is G21. G21 is equal to 1 by 2 and G22 is equal to 0. And now we know that turns ratio I1 is to I2, but here it is in the opposite direction, so it will be negative I1 is to I2 equal to 1 by 2. From here we have to find out in terms of I1, right, so we will get I1 equal to minus 1 by 2 I2 plus 0 V1. From here we will get G12 equal to minus 1 by 2 and G11 equal to 0. So I can write 0, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2 and 0. These are the G parameters of the network. Now the network is over here. We have to find out the transmission parameters of the network. Okay. So, excuse me. I'll just draw the network. We will just look at the network over here. I1 is coming over here, right, and it is being divided between these two terms, and I2 is coming here and it is being divided between these two inductor and capacitor. The voltage across this is V2 itself, so the current through it is V2 divided by J, or I can write it as minus J into V2. Okay, and the remaining current is going to be flowing through this. The remaining current is I2 minus of a minus JV2, that is plus JV2. Okay, that current is going to flow over here. And I1 is coming here. This is I2 plus JV2. I1 is coming here, and these two will combine and flow through this 1 ohm. The current through 1 ohm is I1 plus I2 plus JV2. Now we can write the mesh equation. Okay, so we will start from here. We will write the mesh equation quickly. So that is V1 minus of a minus J1, J, right. So it will be J I1 again flowing here, that is minus I1 minus I2 minus J V2 equal to 0. From here we will get V1 minus J V2 equal to 1 minus J I1 plus I2. Let this be equation number 1. And the next one, V2. We can write V2 minus J into minus, that will become plus J into I2 plus J V2 minus of I1 minus I2 minus J V2 equal to 0. From here we will get J V2 equal to minus I1 minus 1 plus J I2, and taking J on the other side we will get V2 equal to J I1 plus J plus 1 I2. Okay, so these are the two equations. First one we get V1 minus J V2 equal to 1 minus J into I1 plus I2, and the second equation is V2 is equal to J I1 plus J plus 1 I2. Substituting V2 in equation number 1. Please write down the equations. I will just write it down once again. The first equation was V1 minus J V2 equal to 1 minus J into I1 plus I2. The second equation is V2 equal to J I1 plus 1 plus J I2. I am going to substitute V2 over here. Substituting we will get V1 minus J into J I1 plus 1 plus J I2 equal to 1 minus J I1 plus I2. So opening the bracket we will get V1 minus plus J minus 1 I2 equal to 1 minus J I1 plus I2. From here we will get V1 equal to minus J I1 plus J I2, and V2 we already know it is J I1 plus 1 plus J I2. What is the equation assembling this? The V1 equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, and V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2, right? So we will compare it and write the Z matrix. We will get minus J, J, again J, and 1 plus J. Now in the question it is asked to find out the transmission parameter. We will just convert it into the transmission parameter, that is Z11 divided by Z21, delta Z divided by Z21, 1 by Z21 and Z22 divided by Z21. We will get j by j, that is minus 1. Again delta Z is minus j plus, okay, j into j, it is minus 1, it is plus 1, right, minus 1 again. So I will get a minus j. So minus j into 1 plus j minus j square. We will get a minus j square minus j square, right? Okay. So I will get a minus 1 minus j minus 2j square. J square is minus 1. We will get 2 minus j. Okay. 2 minus j divided by j. Multiplying above and below, we will get negative of minus 1 minus 2j. Okay. So minus 1 minus 2j. The other one is 1 divided by Z21, that is 1 divided by j, that is we will get minus j, right? And the other one is, the last one is Z22 divided by Z21. So it is j minus 1 divided into minus 1. So it will be 1 minus j. You can simplify it. You will get the answer. That is 1 minus j. Okay. So that is over. Now let's do the next question. In the network shown in the figure, I is equal to 0 when E equal to 4 volt and I is equal to 2 ampere, and small I is equal to 1 ampere when E is equal to 8 volt and capital I is equal to 2 ampere. Thevenin's voltage and the resistance looking into the terminals A, B, R. So please have a look at the question over here. Okay. So it is said in the question that, we will just write it down. When I equal to 0, E equal to 4 volt and I is equal to 2 ampere. So I am just going to write it over here. When I is equal to 0, E equal to 4 volt and 2 ampere. And when I equal to 1 ampere, when E equal to 8 volt and I is equal to 2 ampere. Okay. I is equal to 1 ampere when E equal to 8 volt and I equal to 2 ampere. Okay. There is no change in I. What is changing here is E and small I, right? So I am just going to draw the Thevenin equivalent, that is VAB in series with a resistance, and then it is being connected with plus or minus plus E, right? So this is it. This is the current I flowing over here. So I, we will get E minus VAB divided by RAB. Applying the first condition over here, we will get 0 equal to E minus, that is 4, right? 4 minus VAB divided by RAB. From here we get VAB equal to 4. Okay. Now in the next condition, it is I equal to E minus VAB divided by RAB. Here it is 1 ampere. 1 equal to 8 minus 4 divided by RAB. From here we will get RAB equal to 4 ohm. So the Thevenin voltage is 4 volt and the Thevenin resistance is 4 ohm. Okay. Now let's do the Next question, the last question. The two-port network shown in the figure is characterized by the impedance parameter Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22 for the equivalent Thevenin source looking to the left of the port 2, Vt and Zt will be respectively. We have to find out Vt and Zt. Okay. So for that I am just going to write the Z parameter Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 and V2 equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2, right. So I am drawing the network port 1 and port 2. Here instead of a V1 it is Vg, okay, and an additional resistance is over here, that is our Zg, and after that the current is flowing through Z11, right. So I am going to draw Z11. Okay. First of all, it is said that Z12 I2, actually there should be Z12 I2 as well, a dependent voltage source should be here, but in the first case I2 is equal to 0, so that is why I have not taken it, okay. And the next port is V2 equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2, so it will be, this is I2 which is equal to 0, Z21 I1, right. This is V2. From here, this is our I1. From here we will get I1 equal to Vg minus 0 divided by Z11 plus Zg. And what is V2? V2 is equal to, applying KVL, we will get I2 into Z22 minus Z2. Actually it is right in the mesh equation, I will write the mesh equation. We will say V2 minus I2 into Z22 minus Z21 into I1, which is equal to 0. This will be equal to 0 because I2 is 0 over here. So V2 is equal to Z21 I1. So I will substitute I1 over here. We will get V2 is equal to Z21 into Vg divided by Z11 plus Zg, right. So we got V2 is equal to Z21 into Vg divided by Z11 plus Zg. And now with the independent sources suppressed, we are going to suppress all the independent sources, okay. In the question it is asked, we have to find out what is Vt and It, right. Excuse me. In the question we asked for the equivalent Thevenin source looking to the left of the port 2. So the Vt and Zt will be, looking from the second port we have to find out what is the Thevenin equivalent resistance and voltage, okay. So going to suppress all the other independent sources are going to be suppressed, only dependent sources are going to be here. So this is Z11 and Z12 I2 Zg. We have to find out what is the Thevenin equivalent looking from port 2. Now I2 is not 0. To find out what is the effect of this independent sources, dependent sources, we have to suppress all the independent sources, that is Vg was there, we short circuited it so that it is suppressed, okay. This is Z21 I1 and we put a 1 volt source over here to find out the Thevenin's equivalent, because when there is only dependent sources we use this technique to find out the Thevenin's equivalent, right. Now I2 is not 0, is not equal to 0 because there is a voltage source over here, okay. And now we will find out what is I2. I2 is equal to 1 minus Z21 I1 divided by Z22. And we will find out what is I1. I1 equal to, it is starting from here, so it is 0 minus Z12 I2 divided by Z11 plus Zg. Substituting over here, we will get I2 equal to 1 divided by Z22, I will just write it over here, minus Z21 divided by Z22 into Z12 I2 divided by Z11 plus Zg. So now we will get just take I2 components separately. We will get Z22 minus Z21 Z12 divided by Zg plus Z11 equal to 1. And we know that to find out the Thevenin's resistance, we get RT is equal to 1 divided by I2, right, which is equal to 1 divided by Z22. Sorry, it is already given here, right? So the answer is Z22 minus Z21 Z12 divided by Zg plus Z11. So we got the Thevenin's equivalent resistance and the Thevenin's equivalent voltages. We found it out already at first. What was the Thevenin's equivalent resistance? V2, that is open circuit voltage on the port 2. It was, what is it? Z21 Vg divided by Z11 plus Zg. Okay, that's the answer. This is Vt and this is Rt. Okay.